Sending in an eagle.
How? That's fucking bullshit. Who's this dogging us? Hey, Steve.
The cycle begins anew.
Touch from afar. Check this out. I'm under attack.
I'm gonna get my ult so I can fucking shoot it.
Reality bends to my will.
This Farrah's on my keister.
Oh, god damn.
Oh. I'll try to find a way. Ammo! Yes! Is it a full kit? No, it is
No,
not. Okay.
the boxes. Grab what you need, brother.
Wait up, he's going me. I have the GC, brother.
Okay.
I'm coming!
Coming to you, brother.
Yes! Check that deployed.
Oh, I have no more ammo, brothers. I need ammo.
Come over through that.
Here. Oh, thank God. And
down, brother.
Yes!
Kill it! Yeah. Kill it. I killed him. I pressed E by accident. I did not mean
Whatever.
to.
It's fine.
It's fine. Hey, as long as it's dead, I'm happy, and you aren't. Everything's fine.
Is nonsense.
They start smoking. Grenade smokes. I don't know why.
I still gotta
Like
find
the signal
her,
smoke.
no matter how crazy she is.
Kind of purple brown.
Purple brown.
Call it purple. Purple.
Hey, Burple.
Hey, purple.
Must be a side entrance somewhere.
Hey, meter. Let me borrow your egg meter.
I kicked this guy, and he just turned in a way like he looks so indignant.
Damn! He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. I'm a criminal. I'm gonna be a bad man. Cappuccino, god damn it. Mitri, you're in America. You can kill anybody. He's fucking quantum tunneled to a different reality. I'm like, okay. I guess the plan is to go fuck myself.
Oh, hi, Mark. No. What the fuck?
Oh, good luck with this part.
You fucking asshole. What the fuck was that?
You got this. Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. What the fuck, bro? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No way.
You're just going to miss it, but go, Eden, go.
I'm going.
No, he's not gonna. Yeah.
I'm not gonna make it. Ah.
Keep going, Eden. Oh my God, it's landing. Go, Eden. Go.
Oh, go, Eden. Go.
Run, Eden.
Get your
Go.
fucking ass there, bro.
You gotta live for us, Eden. You gotta make it to America.
I gotta leave.
You gotta go to Super America, bro. Oh my God.
Across the border into America. He's here now.
For real. You're on your papers, boys.
Shit.
What a lad. What a legend.
In the nick of time.
Oh, you get the achievement for that. Nice. Bro, that was a fucking shit show. Christ almighty.
Be honest.
my god,
Maybe
you're
I
killing
should
me.
switch. Let me switch.
No.
I'm tired of blowing up. Let me be useful. Oh god.
I was about to come in here and say something so unhinged, but I saw you guys were streaming, and I was like, never mind.
I mean, is it against TOS or what?
Kind of.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
Text it and then I'll say it.
Yeah,
And they'll be like, damn, you can't believe you said that shit.
Wow.
I'm gonna
Bro.
Just chilling chat.
Did that look the same to you? Where he just like shot like past the guy and killed him?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, these
No.
The game?
Yeah, the game. It's like they added sex to Cult of the Lamb or something.
what?
Yeah, that sounds dope.
Yeah.
Is that on Steam? Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah. Ah.
Oh my god.
Alright, hello everyone, I'm Violet Paladin. I'm joined by my real life wife, Aura Draws.
Hello, here.
I've got Lasse,
Right here.
Sleeping Dragon,
Like Marvel Rivals.
Mitrion,
Ready and go. Ready to go. The
and Babsock.
Greetings, everybody.
Alright everyone, I know it's been like, what, 2 months since we last played this particular campaign, so I'll give everyone a quick refresher. You all came back to Journey's Rest, and then were sent back out immediately to a continent to the north called Demaria. En route to the continent, you were attacked by a blue dragon, an ancient blue dragon, that downed your ship, and you crash landed in the desert somewhere. So that's where we're going to pick up from today. Let's go to
because holiday is it me?
adventure never stops. Does everyone have their dude on the screen?
Sure.
Yes.
I mean, I don't have a map, but apart from
yeah.
it, no, don't. No.
I
shared it already, though.
I know that you
I
can't
know.
see it.
Don't show it.
I know you can't see it. So
It's
I'm gonna put it
intent.
in the meet chat so you can see it. Please. I got my dogs with me. They're fucking acted up today.
And him.
Okay, so here's the map for the mute chat. Yeah, you should see if you could update your BIOS, Marlon, because that might be what you need to do, because that's what happened with me.
Let's do that after the game, so we can.
Obviously, it might take like an hour or so. So
Oh dear God.
it shouldn't take that long, but it can take up to like 2 hours, depending on how old or bad your system is. But we'll figure that out later.
Knowing Mitri's system, very old.
Okay, let me make sure the OBS gameplay D&D. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm using Restream right now, so I can't have music playing in the background because there's no like Twitch VOD channel for that. So it's a learning
Oh, that's
experience.
annoying.
Yeah, I'm mad about it, but it's fine. Because using Restream, I'm able to just upload directly to YouTube. I'm not doing it this time because I didn't know that the first time you stream on YouTube, there's like a 24-hour like thing you have to do after requesting it. Why? I
I heard.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I heard them that changed that. That's annoying. You also only have, what was it? 100 gigs or something that you can now save in VODs?
No, that's for Twitch bots. I'm saying for YouTube, if you request to stream, it takes 24 hours for you to be able to actually stream. I think you could do one stream like right away, and then after that it takes 24 hours for you to do your next one. And I don't understand what the fuck that's about, because like I did it. You have to log into stream to give yourself the stream credentials to then put it in your OBS. So I did like a quick 30-second stream. just until it said that I was okay to stream. So I ended it, and they're like, okay, now wait 24 hours. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Oh, so fucking frustrating. But yeah, that's fine. So from going forward,
protect your
whenever
health.
I don't even know. I can't imagine what the idea is. But yeah, so going forward, it's going to be streamed on Twitch, and then it's going to be locally recorded to my VODs channel. So that way, it'll cut a little bit of the middleman of having to worry about the VODs being there. Those part of the live streams. Yeah, so
Makes sense.
You all crash land into the Demarian desert somewhere. The Labigan is completely damaged. It's just laying there on its side, going like mama. The crew of the Labigan are kind of just scuttled around it, trying to effect repairs. Bayo E2 is quickly trying to mend things, but he is in fact only one robot, so it's gonna be down for quite some time.
Oh, they are dead. I'm impressed.
What's up?
They aren't dead. I'm impressed.
Yeah, no, everyone managed to, because thankfully Sonia and Vidove were able to not die immediately. So with their help and the rest of the crew, you were able to take the unconscious bodies and put them somewhere where they wouldn't fall off, die immediately. So we didn't lose anybody in the crash, and the Labigan is made of sturdier stuff than a normal ship. So it didn't immediately just disintegrate on impact, but it is definitely out of commission and will be for quite some time. Yeah, so Nova is walking around with the rest of the crew, and they're just affecting repairs as best they can. What are you guys doing while this is happening?
I will take a gander of my surroundings. Do you want to roll perception or survival?
Give me a perception.
That would have also been my first impulse, like check the surroundings.
Yeah, anybody who's looking, roll perception.
14 for me. That was a 19 again earlier too.
That's an 8.
Okay, so Sonia. Okay. Yeah, so Sonia and Niman, you both kind of, you're used to adventuring like this. You take different directions and you kind of just look out as far as you can see. Niman, you don't really see much of anything, just endless desert, but that's to be expected. This is in fact just a giant desert. However, Sonia, you look over and you see what appears to be plumes of smoke, or it could be a dust devil. You're not entirely sure.
Could I tell how far?
Very far, at least a day's walk. It's very, very, very far.
Okay, I mean, I'll after that, I'll make sure that the rest of our crew is not dead, and let them know about it.
Yeah, well, that's what I was about to say. It's like you can check the desert all you want, but I'm checking the crew and the teammates, the friends we made along the way.
I mean, there are no bad options because you need to know where you are and if there's any landmarks or anything like that. And the crew is taking care of themselves.
For all we know, for all we know, we might have landed on a Tarask.
God, I hope not.
A what?
A Tarask.
The giant monster.
One of the giant monster, pretty destructive.
Is it a giant turtle?
No.
No.
Like a giant dragon dinosaur situation.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a giant.
Sounds like a turtle.
Just as a thing for all we know,
I'll just I'll make Sonia will make a note of where the direction is, and see and maybe what that's a future point going forward.
So the ship's first mate, Bartleby, kind of stands up on the mast because he sees you looking at the plume of smoke. So he looks over and grabs a little spyglass and kind of just looks out over the horizon, walks back over to the captain's chair essentially, and just sits in it. So the lab begins to just right itself slightly, just enough for a hatch that was kind of obscured by dirt and sand to be revealed. He switches places with Nova, who kind of just maintains the ship's position. Bartleby scrambles down into the deck, comes back with a bunch of scrolls, throws them on the ground. Nova sighs, lets go. The ship lands back on its side again, and Bartleby kind of just scours over the maps, kind of just doing some quick maps, and he figures out that there is a town far to the north. It's called Harukir, is what it's called. Actually, the obsidian. It is. Yeah, Harukiru. So Nova goes over her notes for the little city of Harukiru, and she goes on to explain that it is basically a small little like pilgrim village. There's not much in it. It's built around a temple of some kind. To what deity or patron, they're not entirely sure. They've seen it whenever they fly over, and locals that they've transported have told them what that is, but they don't know much about it outside of that. It's incredibly small. We're talking less than like 200 people. It's a pilgrimage site with a temple and not much else. So for it to be smoking visibly, something horrific must have happened in that general area, possibly related to the dragon, but we're not entirely sure.
Well, sounds like just another day's work. We need. The question is now: do we want to split up, or do we want to, stay as one?
In an unknown desert, you want to split up. I mean,
Yeah, the Lebanon crew says, we'll stay here and protect the ship. If you guys want to, you guys can venture out. However, be very mindful. There are horrible things that lie in this desert, and if the heat doesn't get you, the monsters will.
Well, that sounds peaceful.
I mean, Sonia will just tell them about the plume of smoke or sand devil I saw earlier and see if they want to go down that way for now.
Mm-hmm. So Sonia presents you their findings. What do you guys do with that information?
I mean, we can't just. If there's a possibility of people there, on one hand, that could help us, and on the second hand, we can't just let them be there. It's dangerous. If we can help, we should help.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should go check on them. Or check the site.
As fast as it'll get, right?
Yeah, it's fine. We can take that.
Basically the only landmark we have, right?
So if you are planning on venturing out into the desert, Nova hands you all a little water satchel and a small amount of food. And just, this isn't much, but this is all we can spare because obviously we need everything here for the ship. Be careful. Obviously, if we can come to get you, we will. Otherwise, you're on your own until the ship is repaired.
Understood. If we find anything of use, we'll bring it back.
Okay.
I mean, it's a desert.
Are you planning on leaving in the day or the nighttime? Because both present their own unique challenges.
Nighttime is super cold, day is super hot, right?
Nighttime is super cold, low visibility, and more animal activity because most things that live in the desert are nocturnal, so they don't get burned by the sun. Daytime is obviously super dangerous because of the sun, and there's increased weather activity because most things that happen in the desert happen during the day. So it's up to you.
I would say night.
What about the in-betweens, I ask?
You want to take a crepuscular route? I mean, you can, but it is a day's walk, so you'll run into one of the others.
Yeah, it's still either or.
Yeah.
I would say we go by night because, on one hand, I'm a walking torch, so we have light and warmth.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, I don't think do we have anyone that can actually deal with heat like that in the desert.
No.
Reliably, that isn't me.
Art is a vampire, so being out in the sun, not great. Jimmy is in a suit of plate mail armor. Nimon's in robes. Sonia's half naked. Blue is a wolf. So quite literally nobody but Veva Vadove and you are okay to survive in this desert.
Oh.
The advantage of light clothing.
The advantage of being a nudist.
I'm not a nudist.
You say that.
That's
truth.
I would say probably night would be better than day.
Okay.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's discussed.
All right.
So we wait for nightfall.
Yep, you all hunker down and kind of just stock yourself up full of food and supplies. While you're waiting for the the night to fall. Everyone give me a d20 roll.
Is it D20?
Just d20, yeah.
16.
Sorry.
13.
13.
Wait, where is my roll? Why did... There.
Okay, there we
Didn't
go.
land in a dice tray.
Is Jimmy
Okay.
gonna roll?
Oh, yeah, I'll do Jimmy then. Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I was like, nobody got a 10, but the judge was like, why don't you have Jimmy roll? Okay, you got it. So,
The second one is for art or something? Or
Art,
what?
yeah.
Okay.
So as you're getting ready to go, you hear various chitterings and hooting and cawing, and the Lebegan crew kind of just quickly scrambles back onto the ship and takes up defensive positions. And you all can see it are on the ridgeline surrounding you. There are various like raider people just kind of just hiding out, waiting for you guys. I'll let you give me a performance to see if you can. Are you guys letting them know that you know, or are you trying to pretend that you don't know that they see you?
I would say we pretend we don't know. That way we have the surprise factor.
Okay.
We can basically ambush them during the ambush.
Okay. So if you're all trying to act nonchalant, like you don't know that they're there, give me a performance check. Don't roll below a 10.
Shrunk.
You fought. You fought.
Irene.
I did, and it did not work.
I even took the bullet of the one for you. Like, come on, man.
It's nice skill. Okay.
So they don't see Cyrene very clearly noticing them doing the soy jack point. Everybody else fucking playing nonchalant. Cyrene's like, they're right there. What do you mean you don't see them? But right when that happened, I guess some sand got in their eyes, and they're like, good, they don't see us.
Guys, do you see this? Those people there. We have to pretend we do not see them. Understood. Those right there. Act like you don't see them.
Don't tell me you're hallucinating. Don't tell me you're hallucinating already.
No, I'm not. Stop bullying me.
So the sand raiders kind of just hang out and wait for nightfall, more or less. Okay.
I'm the sand raider of the sand.
Sorry, can you see how many raiders are there surrounding? Does it?
Give me an investigation. I'll tell you how many raiders there are.
Sorry, give me a moment.
Exactly 1 moment.
Doing my drugs. Wait.
What was that?
You heard me.
No, I didn't.
Damn it.
I did.
Oh, God!
That's a lot.
I'm kidding. So there are quite a few, about 90. It appears to be like a nomadic tribe that kind of just moves as one. They're posted up all the way around you.
Does the cannons work still from the Levigan?
The cannons work, but their mobility is very limited. They can only swivel side to side in a very short amount.
Still works.
It just works.
So as the night falls, the hostiles begin to just slowly advance towards your position. What are you doing?
And maybe have like the Levigan aim at the highest concentrations of people and unleash the cannons.
No, I think we should still wait just a bit.
How close are you going to wait till they're like running distance, jumping distance?
No. I mean, look, they did not express that they want to attack us, did they? I mean, they sneak up on us, yes, but have they shown any hostility?
Well, why don't you go out there and talk to them? I mean, if you
Fine. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do just that.
I hope he gets it. 89.
I'm just aiming a ballista, trailing behind Cyrene's back slowly.
What, do you want to shoot me or what?
No, I will wait until a hostile or not.
Yeah, I'll tell the lab crew just aim the cannons at the largest concentrations, and if they perforate, the crazy siren.
So, Cyrene, you make your way towards the group approaching you, and they
Yes.
kind of just stop and kind of like raise weapons at you, but they don't fire. They kind of just watch you warily, and they begin to chitter amongst themselves. The rest of the group kind of just like fans out. Only one of them has weapons. The rest of them they have them, but they're not pointing at you.
Mhm.
And in a language that you don't speak, it's clearly issuing you some kind of a command, but you're not entirely sure what he's saying.
I'm going to raise my hands up in the air, like showing I'm not armed, before taking... Wait, what weapons do I have? I know I have my hammer. I don't know, I think I have another thing. Oh no, okay. I'm going to I'm going to assume it's in a belt. I'm going to just drop the belt with the mace in it, to just show that I'm trying to be non-hostile.
Okay. So you make the show of good faith that you're not armed. The armed creature hands the weird like pipe gun that it has off to one of the others, and walks over and just kind of just draws like a circle on the ground, like big 1 foot drag, makes a big circle and sits out on one side of it.
Assuming that's a sign of good faith, I'm going to sit on the other side of the circle.
So you sit on the other side of the circle, and the creature kind of just watches you warily. It begins to just gesticulate in a strange way, and you feel like icy tendrils kind of like grab your brain a little bit. Do you resist it, or do you let it happen?
I'm gonna let it happen. Okay. I'm faithful that all of this has a purpose, but it's not going to end in my death.
So the icy tendrils wrap themselves around your brain and give it a little squeeze. Your eyes like pop out a little bit, and then they retract. When they retract, the circle that you're in kind of like hard impacts the ground, like if it, like a big thud, and you see a bunch of ancient sigils being scribed in real time from the center outward, spiraling. And the creature kind of stands up, brushes itself off, and the voice is still theirs, but you hear kind of like overdubbed common. And he says, "Well met, stranger. How?" And it doesn't finish his sentence.
I'm just going to speak common to it and not try to speak in any other language, since what would I even begin? Well met as well, stranger. We we encountered a dragon, and I'm going to basically try to gesticulate. What if they don't know, like flying, and then show basically the breath with the hands. Attacked by a dragon that rested a long time, that was slain before. It was our mission to put it down once again.
So the creature stands in front of you and basically makes the Aquila. Dragon. You called dragon.
Yes.
So he kind of just like looks over to one of the people that are with him and says something in their language, and then just says dragon. And they'll kind of just dragon just amongst themselves. So he again points to you. He points to you and says, "You, Aquila, dragon, kill."
We are trying to, but it surprised us. We are still trying to, but we need to find it again. Give our strength.
So he looks over at the two again and makes like a goggle, like a binocular with hands, like, language dragon,
Yeah.
and then makes like a neck cutting motion, and all of them kind of just like
Obviously,
nod.
yeah.
So the rest of them that are with him kind of just like bow at the waist a little bit, and then kind of just step back and start gesticulating towards the other members of the party. You can hear that there were almost 100 of them, and they kind of just drop whatever they were doing and just get ready to leave again. So the guy in the center of the circle with you says, "You fire," and points at the smoke.
No. I thought he was going to point at my head. No. We want to go to the fire. And look what has happened.
So he
Maybe
crosses his
help.
arms and says, "We'll take to fire."
We appreciate it.
He looks over at the lab again and says, "Have," and then kind of makes like a drinking motion.
Do we have? We have, right? We have water and stuff.
Yeah, you have
like
water.
I nod and say, yes, we have. Please, come with me.
So he follows you up into the wreckage of the lab again, and Nova just offers him a clay pot full of water, and he says, water." Water?
Exactly. Yes, you can have it.
So he takes it and just empties out indirectly into like a bag. And you realize that he's got a bag of holding or some kind of like endless decanter in there.
Oh.
And he's just like, water.
How much do we have left?
You have plenty. You have enough for several days. Obviously, in the desert, it's going to be a little more extreme, so they're going to have to ration it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have enough.
I'm going to assume it's in like barrels or something.
Yeah, it's in clay pots, so it wouldn't
Yeah.
messed up.
I'm just going to hand him one more pot as a sign of goodwill.
Okay.
Basically and essentially as a gift, not just as essentially a bribe, but a genuine gift.
Yeah, the creature kind of just looks at you warily and accepts it. He's like, big give.
Yes. Please take it. It's fine.
It takes it, dumps it out into the bag again. The bag visibly starts to get like a little bit heavier, so he's like, So he lets out a weird ululation, and another one of the tribe comes and grabs it and just takes it back to the rest of them. And he says, "Come, follow."
Friends too, or just me? And then I point at the not the crew, but like the rest of the party.
He doesn't address you. You ask the question. He said follow, and he just starts walking.
Okay, I just follow him then.
Then we'll follow after.
So the rest of you, anybody who follows, you crest a small dune, and you see their tribe, giant nomadic group of people. They've got large like wooden sleds that are made to be dragged across the sand. They don't have any like beasts of burden or anything. Everything is all manpower. But these guys seem incredibly strong, incredibly hardy. If you had chose to fight them, it probably would not have gone well for you guys. So I'm glad that
You're welcome. By the way,
I'm glad that some of you have a diplomatic mind.
I just didn't think. Yeah.
I've watched the Book of Boba Fett. I know how.
Shut up.
How desert people work.
How about you shut up?
So the desert people kind of just push you onto a little skiff, and you just get dragged across the desert for the most part. You stop every few hours so that they can rest, switch out members, drink water, things like that. Thankfully, you had them with you, because traveling at night through the desert you probably would have died. You realize how treacherous and completely inhospitable this land is. Even having the visible landmark of the smokestack, you would have gotten lost. Something about this place just affects your ability to navigate, and you feel yourself getting like weaker over time, despite not having to physically move. However, if you drink water, it kind of goes away. But you feel something is not right with this place. Nothing to do with them. It's the actual desert itself, just physically sapping your strength. So, as the sun crests over the horizon, you approach the village that you were heading to, Harakir, and you see that it is completely in ruins. Let me switch to that map.
Before we continue, I just wanted to ask, during those breaks, do you have the chance to look at their equipment and what kind of weapons they're wielding and so on?
Yeah, give me an investigation.
Sure. There is skills. Investigation. Oh, come on.
So, Cyrene, you are pretty well traveled. However, you have never seen weapons like these. These are ancient weapons, primarily
Oh.
wood and metal. A singular tube design. You don't know how they operate. We would know them to be like like World War I style rifles.
Oh, okay.
Various bolt actions, maybe a semi-auto every now and then. But I mean,
Oh,
ancient.
that's a lot more impressive than I thought. I was expecting like muskets and stuff like this.
No,
Well-
that's the weird thing about them. They're very clearly kept up by members of the tribe that know magic. So you see them being mended. So the parts that break and everything are just magically put back together again. That's the only way you can keep something like this operating in the desert without any kind of oil or lubrication. It just works. They kind of just orc their way through it.
So the most cast spell of this tribe is Bullet.
I mean, again, if you have bullet, you don't need spell.
Yeah. Anybody else want to roll investigation on their strange weapons? You can. Otherwise, we'll continue forward.
Sure, why not?
I know. Nope.
Yeah, so Nimin, you take a look at these things and you realize these things are, again, ancient technology from the before times. However, they've been retrofitted to use magic as opposed to mundane munitions. So the firing, like the bolt carrier group and the magazines and all that are just filled with arcane sigils, and they basically just work on belief. Again, quite literally like the orcs do. However, the weapons themselves were not made for these kinds of modifications, and so they take a lot of stress during use. Because you're basically firing like a cannonball out of a fucking pistol in terms of like how much power is being generated with these things.
Interesting.
One of them sees you eyeing their weapon, and they say, "Ooh, good, it's strong," and they kind of just like flexes.
Who was he addressing specifically?
Nimin, because he was looking at the at his wares.
Impressive people. Impressive kinds of people.
Yeah, for the most part,
Yes,
they all mostly just stay silent and just kind of just do their job.
Yes, imagine if we would have just shot at them.
Was the last resort.
So,
Yes. Yes?
Yeah, I'm
Oh, you don't.
Yeah.
No! Wait, what? I can hear you.
Yeah.
I don't
Map
like
is not
that.
finished loading yet.
Oh.
It's a tiny map.
Oh, it's really tiny.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
And I'm yellow again. Hell yeah.
That's your turn. That's why I think. All right,
I
is that
think it's
everybody?
Benedict's turn.
Using Badove.
Yeah, I'm on the map.
Okay. So the desert people see you to the town, and they just kind of like nod. The leader of them steps forward and he says, "If need assistance," and hands you a like a little red tube. We'll see. Hello?
Am I good? Hello?
Yeah. I mean, we took it. Yeah. Well, thank you.
It did kill my audio.
My fantasy grounds is just loading the map.
So you approach the town, And as I mentioned before, it is in ruins. It is completely tore up from the floor up. Buildings lie completely shredded. There are bodies lining the streets, but something that you notice about them that's kind of strange. Roll nature.
Nature?
Mm-hmm.
Natural.
Everyone?
Natura.
Whoever wants to investigate.
Come on.
Nope. Nothing.
Before we do anything, I'm going to ask the, I assume, chieftain, yours, like if this is their home.
The chieftain just kind of puts his hands up. No. Walk many, and just kind of just little finger walking. No, not
Yeah.
us.
Good to know you're doing good.
Mhm.
So Cyrene is the only one that rolled over 10. What now?
What's up?
We rolled our nature checks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oof. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Cyrene, you've seen your share of combat and battlefields. However, you haven't seen many that had what appear to be so many numbers of children, because the bodies are incredibly small.
What a travesty this was. Again, I'm going to turn to the chieftain and ask, many children.
Oh, you're talking to the chieftain?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ask a chieftain if there have been many children here or something like this.
The chieftain vigorously shakes his head. No, children not allowed. Children die.
Not allowed.
So either children or small folk.
I mean, honestly, the sand people that we are interacting with, are they like tiny, small?
They're normal sized people.
I also wanted to ask, what kind of people are they? Like they're like birds, reptiles, anything?
They're humanoid. You can't really tell because they're covered up, but they appear to be bipedal humanoids, 2 arms, 2 legs. They're wearing like what appear to be terracotta masks, and the masks themselves are just kind of like just weird, featureless, smooth in the front with like intricate drawings and things on them. You can hear them talking through holes in the masks, but you have no idea what they look like underneath.
I mean, I just assume they're a mixture out of sand people from Star Wars and Ashway's nomads from Necromunda.
I guess this is their way. I would like to start investigating.
Okay. So you kind of just spread out and look around. So you look at the bodies and give me an investigation.
11.
Okay. So you look at these bodies and you realize that what you thought were children were just adults, but like shrunk down, like perfectly proportioned dwarves. Halflings don't even have that level of proportion, or neither do gnomes. They have like a bigger head or longer ears or like big feet. Or these are just people. If you click like the little box on the corner and just shrunk them.
This is it's a height slider.
Well, since this is the first time we actually have a somewhat base of operations, I would say we set up camp here, at least for the night.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to collect the bodies and basically, shit, what was the name again? When you burn them?
Cremate?
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to cremate them. Like, not just burn them because I want to pay respect. Cremate them.
So what about these wells?
These what?
So you look at the wells of water, and the wells of water are completely immaculate, clean bodies of water. For whatever reason, even if you take sand and throw it inside the fountain, the particulates just dissolve it, and it just stays pure, clean water.
Interesting, because by the looks of it, they didn't take a single scratch.
They did not. The temple that they are flanking on either side of is in ruins. The buildings around it completely in shambles. However, these two bodies of endless water are in fact intact completely.
Wow. Out here, this is a gold mine. Can understand why why people would be setting up camps here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the nomad chieftain just kind of like puts his hands up and he's like, "We no take their water."
Makes sense.
Let's mark this on a map regardless because we might need it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to just disrespect them, but I'm rather safe than sorry.
So the chieftain and his tribe are gonna head out. So they spend whatever time they need to get their stuff and they leave. But again, they hand you a flare, so you know that at any point in time, if you need to call them, hit it, and they'll eventually come to you by the time it takes them to get there.
Okay.
So you're bunkering down for the night. Make this into a nighttime map.
Nip, nip.
There we go.
Yeah, that's dark.
I don't see anything.
Oh, there we go.
No, don't.
They're fine. Okay, so why is Nimin shining so bright like a diamond over there?
That's Jimmy.
Nimin too.
I mean, look, someone has
it's
to.
It's because they're selected. That's why. I'm pretty sure Jimmy just has a torch.
Oh.
Yeah, Jimmy has a torch, and I think that's a weapon shed light.
Yes.
Wait, that's a thing that they can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, her glaive ultraviolet also sheds light.
Sheds light.
So you all kind of just hang out somewhere and bunker down for the night. There's nothing around you for miles, so you feel pretty safe. However, you can post a watch if you feel like it.
Sonia will volunteer to take first watch then for now, just to be
Okay.
safe.
Sonia, I need you to make a critical life-saving, not constitution,
Perception?
perception, yeah.
$16.
So, Sonia, you're sitting there. You again, as a mercenary, as an outlaw, as an outlander, as a Zoolander. You have been around all sorts of the horrible battlefields. You smell the stench of dead bodies and burning hair and all the things that go with it. So you know that this is gross, but eventually it'll pass. However, something in your mind kind of clicks, and you're like, wait a minute, we've got just a bunch of bodies that are burnt here, seasoned perfectly, out in the open, in a place where food is scarce. And as you have the thought, from all around you emerge enormous insects, like crazily huge insects, like things that have no right to be this goddamn big.
Especially in such a food scarce environment.
Yeah, it's
as you established.
Yeah, it's not great. It does not make any logical sense why the fuck they're here. However, you notice the ground beneath your feet begins to shift and begin to slide downward, and before you know it, you are on the edge of a giant inverted cone.
Oh.
Who's stuck in the edge? You said I'm in the edge, so basically anyone like to my right is in the middle.
Basically, the cone is going to be like right here, like around everybody. And if you can see the circle I made.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
but like
basically-
Cyrene and they're not in. That was my question. Was if anyone was in.
Yeah, nobody's in the cone yet, but you feel like if you don't take swift action, they're gonna just tumble into it while asleep.
I'd shout for them to wake up and move away. Back
Okay.
away from
Everybody
the middle.
who is unconscious, give me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage because you're asleep.
Might as well.
Well, it's
What was
basically everyone is unconscious except.
Mm-hmm.
Except
Yeah.
me.
Wisdom was it? Or
Wisdom.
what was
Oof.
Oh wow, that's a ooh.
That's
it?
not.
Natural 20.
Not really.
Well, some
Oh
people-
no!
I would. I don't know.
Yeah, so Nimin and Jimmy start to roll down this hill together. Jimmy reaches over, just grabs Nimin, and she was just like 5 more minutes, and she just tumbles into the fucking hole. So erupting from the hole. See if I have it. For sure I do. Yeah, I do. Good. There you go. Yeah, so erupting from the hole is an enormous antlion, and you see that this thing it's gonna eat Jimmy and Nimin if swift action is not taken. Everybody who is conscious, roll initiative.
Diavolo Mammalia.
Also, did anybody get a
Oh, come on.
10?
Fantasy Grounds is fucking up. Give me a moment.
Oh yeah, did so too. That means that my roll just doesn't count, right?
What? No, you got above 10. You're fine.
So did I not wake up, or am I?
So you got a 7. So no, you did not.
Okay.
Yeah, Jimmy got a.
That's a 20
2.
in it.
Yeah, so Jimmy and Nimin are just fucking tumbling to their doom. If the party doesn't save us, we're all gonna die, Nimin.
That's a big boy.
Antlion is gonna roll initiative.
Wait, an Antlion? We're playing Half-Life now?
This is a big antlion, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're a real creature.
Yeah. I immediately knew what was coming, by the way, when you told us about the cone, because that just, yeah. I like that.
Ameisenlöwe.
A Meisenlöwe? Is that what it's called?
Huh?
I'll put it in the...
Ameisenlöwe, yeah. Yeah, basically.
No, I know what they are. It's just I was making a Half-Life reference.
Yeah. So, top of the order, it's yeah, Nimin and Jimmy roll initiative, just so we have a turn order for them.
It's a 17, and
I'm just fucking slumped. I'll go in tomorrow. Okay.
Just 5 more minutes.
So, Vidove, top of the order, you see your friends tumbling into the hole. They're about to die.
I am going to. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I've never done this. Let's think outside the box here for a moment. So what is the dimensions of the cone right now from where the crow flies? Me and the party members.
What do you mean?
Like how they're like, how many feet have they tumbled down, and are they close enough?
Like 5 feet. They're moving basically 1 square a turn because they're just slowly sliding into the hole.
All right, let's make this funny. I'm going to use the Tyrant's Bellow ability of my ranged weapon, which creates spends 2 key points to create a 15 feet wall of force, and I would like to position it so it stops our friends from rolling down further.
Okay. So you create a wall of force on the edge there. How big is the wall?
It's 15 feet wall.
Okay.
That's all it says.
I'm gonna say that you position it. I'm gonna say you position it like with just like the top part sticking out, so that when the sand gives way underneath it, there'll be more wall down there. All right.
Yeah.
So Art's asleep. Everybody who's asleep, when it's your turn, you're gonna roll a wisdom save, see if you can get up. Fucking Christ, yeah, she's just asleep. Nimin, give me a wisdom save.
Nimin?
Actual sleep.
I like to roleplay Nimin, but we gotta.
No. I apparently had my mic muted. Do I roll with disadvantage or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. So the gentle bumping of the wall of force, kind of like, huh? You realize you're being crushed under Jimmy's armor, being buried in sand, and as you look basically against like a plane of glass, there's a vicious giant insect trying to claw at the wall of force and eat you alive. You're like,
Okay. Do I get an action then too?
You have a full turn. You woke up.
All right. I'm going to try to wake up Jimmy.
Okay.
So I can cast fly on Jimmy.
Absolutely. Shit. You can either give her like a melee attack, so it's like 1 point of damage, and that will for sure wake her up, or you can just try to shake her awake and just give me a d20 roll for that.
I'll just do a d20. Yeah, that'll probably be easiest.
All right. Yeah. So you just begin to just violently shake Jimmy, and she's like, "Huh? Well, who's the president?" And she looks over and just the girliest scream you've ever heard in your entire life, as you're about to be mauled by a goddamn antlion.
And I say we're gonna fly, and I cast fly on Jimmy.
Yeah, so she just wraps around you as much as she can, and then just takes off like a rocket.
I don't know why I had to think of this gif.
Sonja, you see your teammates lumped together, form like Voltron, and just.
The endline still hasn't really popped up yet, right?
No, it's out. It's trying to get you.
Well, I'm not gonna step into that sinkhole for a moment. I'm gonna range it for now.
Yeah.
Wait, what is? Okay. Oh, sorry. $11? Probably not.
Yeah, that's a miss. Yeah.
No, God damn it! That was an 18. Okay, I guess I missed. I'll back up a little bit more, just in case he's gonna widen up the circle.
Okay. And that was a smart move because the circle does in fact widen by 5 feet every turn.
And I will call Blue to stand by me, so I don't want him rushing into that thing.
Okay, so got it. So Cyrene and Vidove. Need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Do not
20?
fuck this up, guys. Yes!
Almost a 1.
Yeah, Vidove effortlessly just backflips out of the way. Cyrene, you kind of just take a side step over and you're fine. All right, roll for Blue. Yeah, she also just scooches on back. The antlion is becoming agitated now. It burrows back down into the dirt, and you hear a large crunch, and something comes flying at you. One for the Nimin Jimmy duo, 2 for Sonya, 3 for Vidove, 4 for Blue, 5 for Cyrene, and 6 for Art. Oh yeah. One. So
It would have been
Nimin-
so funny, right?
So
Just my prey has escaped, but you're sleeping still. Bonk.
Nimmy and
Do you guys see this attack?
I guess, yeah. You're looking down at it, I'd imagine.
Alright, I'm gonna cast shield the reaction to give me
Good.
+5 AC.
Smart. I like it. I like your style.
So sorry to interrupt you there.
Does shield go for saving throws?
Hold on one second.
It's extra AC, and it
Yes.
protects you from magic missile. I don't think it's for saving throws.
Okay. I'm not gonna count the.
Yeah, it's a reaction spell, so it says you can use it. It just says it's a reaction.
Okay.
And until the start of the next turn, I have the AC bonus.
Nice. Yeah, so you watch in horror as a giant desiccated bug just impacts you, but you just do your little Doctor Strange shield and just deflect it off, and it goes skittering off into the desert, where it's then torn apart by the other bugs that are actively tearing this place apart. The antlion is like, all right, well, I guess I'll go fuck myself. How many attacks does it get? I don't think it's one. Yeah, I only gets one. Okay, so that's his turn. Blue the Wolf is just like, yeah, no, I'm good. Woomy's shiny boy envelops Woomy again and just begins to just fire force beams into the hole. However, the sand and debris protect it as the force beams impact, throwing dirt and sand up everywhere. Cyrene.
It's my turn. I mean, I'm thinking about just putting a fire down there, but at this point, I think it doesn't really do anything since there's already desert bugs. So I'm going to do something that is very much funny. I'm going to shield bash it.
Okay.
How do I do that with the new? Yeah. Shield bash? Wait, what? Oh no, I remember, it was basically on top of my attack, it's basically a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember how much though.
You're gonna try to shield bash it while you're gonna go into
You're gonna dive into the antlion hole? I like your style.
No, look, we're going to do this very anime style. I'm going to jump down there, shield bash it, and somehow, logically, that wouldn't happen. That shield bash is going to push me back up outside of the hole.
Just rocket jumping.
Your shield bash misses and you just go into the hole. It'll be really funny if it does happen though.
Alright, so the target needs to take a strength saving throw. And if on a failed save it takes 3d6 bludgeoning damage. Plus 3d6 fire damage and is knocked prone.
Yes, see? I'm going to knock the hole prone somehow.
You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. So, yeah, so make what the fuck gotta do 8 plus proficiency plus strength. And so, Grants, if you could stop changing your format like every 30 seconds, I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, can you just stop changing your format for 5 minutes?
It's annoying. Please, stop.
Okay, so I'll have to do this math manually. Okay, so it is 8 plus 3, so 9, 10, 11, plus what? Your strength mod 3, so it's 14. So it's got to make a DC 14 strength save.
Come on.
Ooh. Yeah, so it absolutely does not tank that hit. You impact this thing with the force of a meteorite. It was 100% not ready. Its jaws catch the shield on either side. However, it was not ready for the fire. So as you impact it, it tanks the physical damage, but then woof, a 15-foot cone of flame envelops this creature, and you just go careening through the ground and land underground. So now we're gonna move to the next map.
I'm in China now.
Well, he's dead.
I mean, Cyrene isn't the only child, so yeah, probably if she's going to China, she's probably dead, yeah.
Oh yeah, James, my alerts are turned off for D&D because otherwise people would just be spamming them constantly. We never hear anything get done.
Biden.
Yeah.
No. Not now. Later.
Wrong wolf. Out of here, wrong wolf. Yeah, I didn't have my thing up. Yeah, Restream is weird about it. I gotta figure out how to change my category. I'm sure there's a way of doing it. I'm just dumb. Okay. Yeah, so you all land in the mud. You land underground, and you realize that the antlion... All of you make a perception check.
Hello.
What are we doing?
Perception.
Perception, sick.
I had a problem for a second there. That's why I'm asking. 7! Map hasn't been shared yet, I assume?
I'm putting down the map right now. Yes.
Alright.
I think that I can share the map if it's like maximized. I have to minimize it and then share it. Initiative. Yeah, so let's see. What did everybody get for their perception checks?
I got a 7.
7. Nimin got a 16. Okay, so Nimin sees it. So you realize that these creatures weren't huge. You realize that you have become incredibly small.
No.
Uh-oh. I'm already small.
Yeah, even smaller than normal now. So you are trapped underground with this creature, and it is massive. What would normally be like, a couple of centimeters at most is now a giant, colossal creature that is hanging from the ceiling, and it is trying to eat your butt, not in the way you're used to. Everybody who was asleep, give me one more wisdom save.
Well, nobody is anymore except Art.
Okay. Continues to sleep.
No fucks given.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see here. Cyrene. Jimmy's just like, okay. So as Jimmy and Nimin, you realize that you thought what you were doing, like flying really, really far away, you're like maybe like a foot off the ground. And as you get higher and higher, it gets harder to breathe. And you're just like, and just tumble back down into the hole. I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Okay, dexterity.
Also, guys, everyone, I see map and I can talk and hear.
Is that allowed?
No.
Oh wow!
Impressive.
Apparently so.
So Nimin, you do a sick flip and land in a 3-point hero landing. Jimmy meanwhile just fucking lands like a fucking loud stack of potatoes. Like he just took a fucking drawer full of forks and spoons, just all over the ground. Just wobble.
Awesome.
Just straight up on that.
Exactly what I was hearing.
All right. So yeah, she's gonna lose her turn for falling like an idiot. The dove.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm shooting. That's all I'm doing. I need a shot. And yeah. Drag and drop, please. There's a 15 hit.
Let's see. 15 misses.
Second attack. There's a 16 hit.
Misses.
All right. Well, that's all I can do.
Art. Gonna make another wisdom save. Hopefully she gets up this time. She's got a -1 to wisdom. Oh, fuck off. That was a 15. Yeah, she is just straight snoozing. Nimin.
Save your wife.
Okay. So I guess I want to attack this giant ant thing. So I'm going to try the good old fire bolt. Once I can find that my spell sheet. There it is. Okay.
Oh, I see. They made it so it's like how the NPC sheets are. It's like unlock the abilities for you guys to use them. That's weird.
Oh, that's something at least.
Yeah.
Did that hit?
Yeah, that hit.
Alright, and here. Let's see if it does my. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Does it? It doesn't say if I cast it at level, like the damage and stuff.
What do you mean?
So I don't know if it's like level 1 or level 2 or. Because I should be casting it.
You're level 7, right?
Yeah.
How many more D10s get added to it by that point? One more?
I think it's only one more by now.
Yeah.
But let me double check real quick.
You're at 2D10 fire, so you just drag it onto the enemy.
Yeah, 5th level it became 2d10. At 11, when I turned level 11, that's when I get my next buff.
Yeah.
I'll
So you hit the magnifying
right
glass
back.
and then grab 2D10 fire.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, go.
I need a toilet break.
Okay, I got that one.
Okay.
And should I just do that one on it?
Yeah, just drag the 2D10 on it. Yep.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
So a big poof of flames hits the creature in the face, and he's like, "Oh, very rude." Let's see. Sonja.
Damn it, man. So far away again. Can I move up to it?
Yeah.
Double checking something. Stuff. Okay. I will. Okay. Try to attack it. A 16 hit?
Does not.
Damn.
Yeah, he's tough.
A 25.
Just barely. Yeah.
Six damage. Okay. Ow.
Okay, it took a bit of time, but my audio crashed again.
And well, with that, I use it with the flame strike, so I'm gonna hit it with an extra D10 damage of fire, and it's only one extra damage. And I will action surge it. Okay. See.
Okay.
another
It hits. Yep.
23 damage. Okay.
Mhm.
14 plus the frame strike. 19 damage total.
Okay. Yeah, so you're hitting this thing as hard as you possibly can, but it is refusing to go down. Okay. Yeah. So now the antlion's turn. It looks over at you, snapping its mandibles, and it jumps and tries to take a bite out of you. This thing misses you. As you dodge out of the way, you feel the reverberations inside your body as these jaws snap shut. You feel like if this thing hits you, you're going to get sliced right in half.
Damn it.
Woomy shiny boy floats up and just maximum pulse. Oh!
Damn.
Alright, so modifiers critical, max. Force. And then regular damage. Oh, come on.
Still not dead.
So
Holy
it's
shit.
just barely alive. Alright, so blue. He's gonna fucking and run at him. Try to see if she can get her own jaws into the game here. Oh, whoa. First shot's a hit. Yeah. Yeah, so blue dives right between its mandibles and just sinks her teeth into the creature's face with a loud, disgusting crunch. You know, bug goop goes flying everywhere, and the creature just lies dead. She twists, breaks its head off, and just throws it on the ground, and he gives a little tiny awoo.
Well done.
I'm back. Killed it or what?
Yep.
Yes, we did. We killed
Great.
them all.
So its tiny, or its now giant body kind of just blocks the passageway leading up. It's dead, lifeless eyes still staring at you, making you feel like it could attack you at any second. But you are underground now, and you are tiny.
Well, that isn't something too unusual.
Just kill me.
What about the other pathway? Do we know much about that one?
As far as you can see, it's just an open tunnel, more or less, probably left by these bugs as they burrow around here.
I mean,
the sinkhole has closed.
The sinkhole above you, it has not closed, but you would just be exposed out there to the top. I mean, you can go back out if you want.
I get it. Get what you mean.
Yeah.
Now, guess who slept for the entire encounter?
Turn off movement lock. There, no.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Let's let's wake up the vampire and get out of here. Slowly but surely.
So, Wumi's robot just kind of picks her up and just puts her inside. So
That also works.
She's still asleep, but the robot's in control, just kind of floating her around. Yeah, so there's a path directly to your southwest that branches off itself. Or you could try to take the bug to your north apart. It's going to be slow going.
Well, we would first need to get it out of the way, right?
Yeah, you need to take it apart. It's taking up the entire passageway.
Interesting.
You think this thing is edible?
You can certainly try. Bugs are high in protein, and they're not poisonous, so.
That's what I'm saying. Make do with what you have or something, right? Anyways, let's take this thing apart.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do this. Time to smash him with a hammer.
So, do we roll something for this, or how do we do it?
Yes.
Yeah, just give me strength checks.
Straight up strength.
Mm-hmm.
I slipped.
I slipped!
You go to put your entire Cyrusi into it, and you just whoop and just kind of swing and a miss.
You didn't need to roll a check again. You have to say modifier on it.
No, I'm actually. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. So again, Nimin channels his inner Nimax and just begins to mightily attack this carcass. Chunks of again bug innards just go flying everywhere. Yeah, and of course Sonya just getting in there with her bare hands, just ripping this shit apart like it was a shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
However, this thing in comparison to you is you're attacking a bug the size of like a school bus.
I want to take one of those mandibles.
I mean, you certainly can. I'm assuming you guys just continue to take apart the antlion.
I would say so.
Yeah, until we're able to proceed.
Smart move. Everything to the south would have been death. Okay, so.
Yep.
You proceed through to the north. It's very tight going. This is obviously meant for burrowing insects and other small creatures. But thankfully, you are also teeny tiny now. But it's still not easy going. Sonya, give me a perception check.
Damn it. I was 17. Oh.
So you enter into it like a little antechamber, and you feel a strange pull. Like it's very quiet. You can still hear like the rumbling of the creatures feasting on the bodies above you. However, down here it's shockingly quiet. Very, very quiet. You don't really notice anything else. The rest of you pulling up, give me perception checks.
Perception.
14?
Well.
Nice.
At least it's not a 1.
That's something.
Yep, so Vidove and Jimmy, as you're pulling up, you notice it immediately. There is a hastily made barricade up to the side. So Jimmy kind of just scrambles over to it. Obviously, this is human made, so she calls out to anybody on the other side of it. And you hear a variation of undercommon, and you eventually kind of just establish a rapport. You see there are other people that were trapped down here just like you are. They are badly injured, and they've been doing all they... Hang on. Sorry, my dog's breathing just hot dog breath on me while I'm trying to play. So, yeah, you know, they're holed up here as best they can. They've got, makeshift spears made out of sticks, and they're terrified for their lives.
It's just keep my hands off my weapon. It's like, it's okay. We're friends.
They'll kind of just look at you and they're like, "We're not worried about you. It's these monsters that are down here."
See. How long have you been here?
We have no idea. We have no idea how long we've been down here. There's no sunlight. We don't know how many days. It feels like forever. Our supplies are running very low.
Where are you from?
They just kind of they don't even know how to answer the question. They're like, I don't know. I don't remember.
You see. And you haven't been able to move far, I assume.
Not with the injured and the sick. No, it's horrible.
Well, since we are looking for a way out, there might be something.
I'll let you give me a Constitution check.
20? 19. Actually, 19.
Oh.
So when they mention that their supplies are getting low, Jimmy grabs her stomach and she's like, "Oh, I'm not feeling too good either." The rest of you also feel this pull. However, it seems to be affecting Jimmy the most. It's a deep hunger. Now that you are tiny, your metabolism is way higher, and you need to eat. Otherwise, you're going to starve.
Good thing we took that guy apart earlier.
Yeah, so Jimmy says, "You know what? I'm gonna take a risk," and goes back to the antechamber and basically grills the antlion. You hear gross, wet, slurping sounds, and she just eats the meat of this thing. And she's like, "You know what? It's disgusting, but it'll work."
Work as well as anything.
Hey, do you want some?
No, thank you.
So the people inside the little barricaded side tell you there's an offshoot of the well on the right, but we can't access it because there's something that's hiding in the burial ground that we made.
So something's hiding over there.
Yeah. When we first came down here, there was really nothing attacking us, and then we got attacked by whatever the hell that was. It lives on the right side, so we're obviously all the way over here. But because we're over here and our water source is over there, we're in bad shape.
Well, then it's as good as anything, right?
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should try helping them. Anyone else agreeing? Just me?
Don't answer it once now.
Sorry, I'm back. I was just fixing something. Please ask again. I fixed something.
Since their water source is being apparently guarded by some kind of predator, and I suggested that we at least try helping.
Yeah, sure. Why shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's just run at them and hit them with hammers.
That's your solution to everything, but it works.
To most things, at least.
Yeah. Look, sometimes you talk, sometimes you do the same thing that you do to some naplings. You just hit them with hammers.
You really shouldn't be wielding your hammer all the time.
I did. I was the one talking.
I know. That was
now
a
I
joke.
want to hit. And now I want to hit something with a hammer.
So you walk over to the right side, and you can see from the ceiling of this little cave, there's just a steady drip, drip, drip that's kind of forming into a puddle that the survivors kind of hastily dug. It's clearly the pure clean water from the fountains above you, and it's clean, it's potable, it's drinkable water. And way off on the side, there's like a little makeshift tent because I guess people try to live here first, but then you see it. glowing. Actually, give me a perception check to see if you see it.
All of us, or
everybody who's in that area?
Why are my check rolls so bad?
Mm. It happens.
21.
21. All right. Yeah. So you see it. Two like weird compound eyes, just kind of like staring at you in the distance. You're not entirely sure if this thing is blind or if it's just kind of like regarding you warily, but it you see that it's there. What it is necessarily, you're not entirely sure, but you know they can't be good.
Should we try light?
Jimmy says, "Okay, I'll do it." So she walks out, and again, just the loudest, girliest scream you've ever heard in your entire life.
What is it?
Put it on the map.
No.
Oh, it's a spider. Water spider.
So it scuttles out from around there, brandishing its giant pedipalps, and you can tell this thing is not like a regular spider where it injects prey. This thing has like saw-like mandibles, so it's just gonna tear you apart and eat you alive. And if a spider had a face that with eyes, or they had little angry eyes, like I'm gonna get you.
Oh.
Everyone.
So it
roll
has like
initiative.
for info on how spider eyes work. I really find this the most fascinating thing about spiders. They have like 2 eyes, and then they have 4 smaller eyes that look for danger.
Yeah, it depends on the type of spider. Like this is a camel spider, so it's not a true arachnid, and it has 2 simple eyes. It doesn't have anything crazy. This thing's basically blind, but it's an effective hunter.
Effective enough, at least. It's called Water Guardian. All right. Roll an initiative in it.
Yep. Everyone roll initiative.
That I did you take the alert feed on Soldier 2?
Yeah.
Oof.
What?
Interesting.
Good feat to have.
Mitri, you good?
Yes.
Can you roll?
I didn't even hear that. Okay, maybe my audio even without a map is still bugged.
Good enough. Anyways, who's up first?
Let's see. Who is on first? Vidove.
All right, I am going to shoot. Drag and drop. There we go. 19.
Okay. That hits.
I assume that hits. Yeah. There we go. And second one. That's a 14. I assume that misses.
It misses. Yep. Nimin.
All right. That's all I can do.
Nimin is going to get it in the side of it and throw a firebolt.
Ball or bolt?
Bolt.
All right.
With a T. How the heck? Okay. So here is for hit.
Nice. That hits.
And then let me do the damage.
Kill it with fire.
I can do that.
It's kind of my thing. Okay. Is that Nimin's turn?
Now it moves to Art.
Okay. Yeah, Art and the robot are all one turn, so she just flies up, and because Art is still technically asleep, let me see if she wakes up this turn. Yeah, because the robot's combat power is diminished if she's not conscious. There we go. Like it can still do stuff, but it can't do a lot of things if she's not physically piloting the robot. All right, so she gets up through the fox. You just hear ah, this fucking huge giant fucking bug, and she rushes at it with her fucking sword. So as she approaches it, it like rears up on its hind legs, and she's like, "Ugh," and just kind of like backs away, swinging at it. She's gonna attack again though. There's 2 melee attacks. After the initial fear, she dives right back into it and slashes the shit out of it. A loud impact. Sonja.
Ninja.
No fear.
Sonichiro.
No fear, then I will try to kill it.
Who needs fear when you have a giant weapon?
18.
18. That hits.
Oh, come on!
It's okay. I still have my giant strike, so D10 damage, so 8 fire damage.
Okay.
And one more. Oh, that's gonna miss, isn't it?
That misses, yeah.
It's okay. Alrighty.
Okay, so that's 8 damage on top of the creature, so that's 49. That's standing. Alright, who is next? Jimmy. So she runs
Jimmy,
up.
kill it, Jimmy, kill it.
And like a true glaive user, starts to twirl around. Let's see if she hits anything.
Hit the weak spot.
Ultraviolet. She didn't sharpen it, so it just bounced off, and she was just like, I had one more. Again!
Again!
I think I missed it by 1 both times. Son of a bitch.
Again!
Yeah, she just, you know what? Butt stroke. Again!
That hit?
That hit, of course it fucking does.
Of course, your luck holds true.
I really should just fucking be a bow staff user, sort of god. But still, that butt stroke crumples it. It's not dead, but right in the little fucking beady eyes. And then she's like, oh, for good measure, fucking burning smite. Or divine smite, I guess.
Burning smite.
I mean, she has burning smite.
I know, I'm just saying good burning smite. Like, my butt stroke is burning red.
Yeah.
Divine smite.
So she does 7 damage to it.
Shut up, Water Guardian. Divine smite.
Damn, I almost killed it with that. Okay, so Blue once again running up, trying to be the hero of the day.
Go, Blue. Be the hero that you truly are.
I heard to give Jimmy her advantage on those melee attacks, but whatever, who cares? Call of the Wild, back at it again to Krispy Kreme. So she chomps at it, but this creature shifts suddenly, and she misses.
No.
Does she? I don't think she has extra attacks. Does she? Let's find out. Oh, no, she does. Okay. Alright, that hits. Might be it, folks. Yeah! So she latches onto one of its mandibles with her metal prosthesis and just rips it from its body. The creature convulses as the hydraulic pressure keeping the creature alive just leaks out and it curls up in a gross mass on the ground.
Yummy.
Great.
It's like weird effluvial grime seeping into the water, but the water itself like acid burning the filth away.
Cool.
Right. So you are now trapped here again with this giant boog.
Yeah, but at least we freed up the water source for them, right?
Right.
Time to eat him.
That's also your answer to everything.
I mean, yeah.
Time for some Monhan cooking grill, portable grill.
Exactly. That's what I've been thinking about all this time when we were
I
introducing
do
the.
be kinda hungry.
Just need
Anyways,
some honey, some eggs, maybe some herbs.
yeah, some good herbs.
I prefer potatoes, some meat, and honestly, that's all I need. Oh, and onions, yeah.
Oh.
So the water, because it's from the wells above, is cleaning itself, right?
Right. Yeah, it's keeping itself pure.
I'm going to notify the survivors that we finished doing that. So at least we tried helping, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. The thing is dead, as far as I can tell.
Sounds good to me.
The survivors
Yeah.
look at you. They're like, "There's no way you killed that thing."
Yeah.
Did you see Sonya like barbecuing like a piece of the meat?
And she's grinning it. All right.
So the villagers just begin to like openly weep with openly weep. They can't believe that the terror of the underground has been slain, and they begin to sing a native folk tune. We would know it to be Proof of a Hero, that MP3. No, there's like I can't believe you did this. There was nothing we could do. All we could do was kind of just resist it. We never even thought about killing it.
Well,
my great axe helped.
You are welcome.
And she shows off blue and this like in my wolf here also MVP.
So they look at you and they say, your weapons are so strange. Where do you come from?"
Across the sea.
I don't think we're across the sea. I just say from land far away.
Yeah, I mean you are technically across a sea. You're the southern continent. It has a name.
So yeah, across the sea.
Yeah, so you're from the continent that Journey's Rest is from is called Talumet, and you're in Demeria right now. Yeah, they go. So strange. We have never encountered things like this. We've seen like the sand people with their strange arcane weapons, but for the most part, Demeria is a peaceful country. We don't really have any kind of. We have no need for weapons like these. I mean, I'm glad you're here though.
How long has it been since these creatures have appeared again?
So
Cutting off time.
Yeah, the survivors, now that they've got a little bit of bug food in their belly, are just kind of like it's still hard to tell how long we've been down here. It feels like weeks, possibly months. So they begin to recall the last thing they remember before they got shrunk, and they are pilgrims far to the east under Adriodidoji, and they have come to this temple because this temple is I don't know how to describe it. It is a temple. They call it of the Dune, and how to describe this? Like it's a harvest god that resides here, and their claim is that they have fed millions, and all will be welcome under their golden arches, and they draw like the religious logo for it, and we would know it to be the McDonald's M. So while they
I have seen this before.
Yeah. So the survivors go on to recount that during their pilgrimage to the Dune, they made camp in Haruktir, and everything was fine, everything was normal, and then they basically describe what happened to you, where in the middle of the night, what they thought were giant insects attacked them, only for them to realize that they themselves shrunk. There was no warning. There was no proclamation, no anything. They just were normal size and then shrank.
Weird.
Curious.
And they say,
And
we had no weapons. We have nothing on us. We kind of just hastily made our defenses with whatever came down the hole with us. But we were going to die if you had not showed up.
We're happy to help.
I'll just standing around awkwardly, kind of just swaying your hips.
No. I'm thinking.
We're happy.
Now we need to find a way to return to the surface.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say the same.
I'm gonna eat that spider that tried to eat me. So.
Kill or be killed.
Rules of nature. Yeah, you got me right. This is the only way I know.
So the villagers dismantled the corpse of the water guardian, and they go, this is where we've made our little makeshift graveyard. So around the corner, you can see that there are a bunch of little bodies that are trapped down there. And they try to give it as respectable of a burial as they could. He's like, the problem is that their smell attracts the insects, and we have to constantly defend them. And then at some point, the water guardian came. So I'm pretty sure what's left of them is just husks. And you see that to be true. The water guardian basically just tore these dead bodies to pieces to get all their delicious nutrients.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe I could offer him to bury them deeper so the smell doesn't really attract it.
When you're underground with burrowing creatures, putting it underground is just going to make them more likely to find it.
Well, since you haven't been able to walk any further than that, we should be trying to find a way down the passages you haven't been.
The leader of the survivors says, we would just slow you down. None of us are warriors, and I figure it'd be a lot easier to move with just your group than with this whole party here. If you find a way out, just come find us and we'll follow you back, but...
That's what I was about to suggest myself, actually.
Okay, good. I don't want to be eaten.
Alright. So, who's leading the way? Maybe me?
I can do it too. Since I have a shield, let me take it. So, do I need to roll anything?
Yeah, give me a survival.
Survival. S. Ha! Not this time.
So, as you're traversing your way through the dark, let's see. Where is... Cyrene, there she is. So, Cyrene, you broach the first chamber after the survivor's hideout, and you are quite literally at an impasse. You've got a left path and a right path. Which way are you heading?
Give me just a short moment, everyone. Time to call Dad. I'm going to use... Was it... No, not Channel Divinity. What was it called again? What was the spell called again?
Wasn't an item that you had, maybe?
No, I wanted that after I picked up the spell.
Might have been Channel Divinity then, right? Because it's your dad is your thing.
Yeah, pretty much. I just don't remember the exact name of it. Okay, basically, I'm asking which way will lead us out.
Let's find out.
I just don't remember what the spell name is. Huh?
Was it a spell?
Yes, pretty much.
I'm debating with myself if there was a spell or not. Memory is a fickle thing.
Might be a class ability. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. I gain +1 AC as well. I completely forgot about that.
We're not dead.
I guess it was the item then. Yeah, must be.
A book, maybe, was it? Right?
Yeah, I don't remember. It was basically something that allows me to commune with my deity.
Yeah, I'll look back and find what it was specifically. So yeah, you.
Yeah, because you remember as well last session, right?
Parts of it.
Okay.
So
no. Yeah. So basically, I'm just asking my deity, my dad, which way to go to lead all of these people to safety.
So you get down there and you begin to ask your patron saint, like, where do I go? And you see like a Dead Space style line appear with a bunch of scurrying feet, and then on the right side you see the same thing but bipedal feet.
I think that makes it pretty obvious, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go follow the bipedal feet.
Okay. So you follow right and you go into death. No, I'm kidding.
And you die outright immediately.
Cyrene, I need you to make I cannot stress how crucial perception check. You're gonna imperil the entire party if you fuck this up.
Oh wow.
So as you approach, the divine kind of just gives you a little head to chin lift and just kind of looks over, and you see way in the distance, lying in ambush, is this asshole. Put him down so you can see. Can you see Marlon or no?
No, obviously I cannot see maps. Just give me a photo.
It's spawning in for me.
Oh.
The name gets me.
Yeah, so the ant is kind of just lying in wait. It expected you to go the left path, but you were slick and went around the right. So it does not see you, but you see it. You're looking directly at it.
I like basically point to the party to get over here.
Niman,
does anyone come?
Niman will come.
I was right behind, just saying.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe you aren't. Maybe you don't trust me.
Why would I not trust you?
Who knows? So I say I'm just showing them without saying anything the end and just indicating, let's stomp that bug.
Well, this is an ant, right?
It is a singular ant right now. Yeah.
Right now. It's what I'm getting at.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm saying if we kill it fast enough, we cannot call for reinforcements.
Exactly.
Like hell
That's not how ants work.
Yeah, that's not really how ants work.
No, he's right. He's right. Listen to Cyrene. He knows what she's doing.
Yeah. Let's kill that boy. No, obviously I mean, wait, do we have to go basically around the right there or something?
That's where the divine guidance ends. You're not entirely sure. Directly to the front of you is a like a rock face, but you're not entirely sure if there's like a path behind it or not. And if you get any closer, you'll definitely alert the ant.
Do we have anyone that like can distract it to go a certain? Wait, I have an idea. Who's the sneakiest of us?
Vidove, probably.
Got a +4 on stealth. Yeah.
+4 on stealth. I have a +2. Anyone else want to share?
Nimon's a little bit stealthy too.
Yep. What does he have?
4.
4. Okay, that's 2 4s, 1 2. Sonia.
I'm just a 2. Don't worry about mine.
Oh, so a 2. Okay. So I would suggest we send one of you two to go the left path, at least to a certain degree. Make a lot of noise, so the end basically goes down the left path, so we can just kind of sneak past it.
So you want us to be bait?
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like, why? Why?
To save the people.
It's okay. I can handle this job. And Nimon walks towards the path that he pointed to.
Are you going up from the top, or are you coming from the bottom?
Wherever I need to be a distraction. So I'm guessing.
No, the bottom, because you basically go back and go the path we didn't take before.
Okay.
But why though?
Well, to distract the end, so we can sneak past it with the entire party.
Not the entire party.
No, I mean like the group of survivors, like the entire group of survivors.
They're not with us right now.
Are they not? I thought we were leading them out.
No, we're clearing the way more or less.
Well, then we're clearing the way. Well, I guess we have to kill the end then.
Alright, and then returns back to where he once was.
I mean, you could go the other path and set up an ambush so that you think it's coming from one side, leading it into a trap.
Yeah.
But we already have it at an ambush position.
I mean, all you really have for a movement space is one very narrow passage. And not all of you can just stick their shoulder to shoulder, sticking spells and swords through the little gap.
Yeah, maybe we should attack from both sides.
Yeah, you can definitely aim for it.
And that way it can only attack one side at a time.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's pincer it.
Alright, Niven goes back.
Alright. So who's part of team left side?
You know what?
I'll go help.
Okay, fine enough. I was about to say I'm going, but if you want to go, sure.
Let's go, Nimin.
Alright, I'm going wherever I need to be.
I expected to do small folk solidarity again, where every time it does something, the Dove is just
with me. So at least there's 3 of us down the south.
Although I preferred not to be in the front, though. Thank you.
No, I'll fastball special you there. It's okay.
No.
I know I'm gonna be out front, but I'm gonna wait till they attack it first because they've got the more front line there too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just start chucking spells over your head.
Alright, so everyone roll initiative, and then we'll do a sneak attack, and then we'll go from there.
Finally.
Why is that?
That is 9. Wait, why do I have -5 on init?
No.
What's your dex modifier?
+4.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Oh,
there we go. I probably hit the -5 on the modifier for some reason and didn't realize it. Anyways, it's a
okay. Yeah.
13.
Okay, roll for the shiny boy. Oof. Okay, so Ant's gonna roll its initiative. Oh lord. Okay, so there's no turn order for the sneak attack, so everyone can just go, more or less however they want to. And then after everyone goes, then we're going to go into turn order.
Sounds good.
So who's doing what where?
Wait, before you... No, don't!
Alright.
What?
I was about to...
hold that attack.
Right.
I'm going to... And you hold it.
I'm gonna hold it.
I'm going to shield bash it. Then you can, throw all the stuff at it.
Chromatic Orb is a range attack anyways.
Yes, but I don't want to be hit by it.
You're not gonna be hit by it. It's an attack roll.
Mm-mm. I don't trust it. I do not trust it.
This is not a fireball.
Yeah. This is a different kind of.
I know that. You don't have to explain it to me, but I don't trust it regardless.
Okay, will you go first then?
Yeah, I hope so. As a bonus action, I'm also going to do something. I'm going to heat up the hammer and cast...
Did a 17 hit though?
17 does not hit, no.
Fuck, it's just happened. I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Delayed Fireball. Don't throw it yet. I'm still holding it. I'm quite literally holding it. And then I'm going to shield bash the Spooder and Thingy. Yeah, use power, shield bash. Oh, and I forgot. So I'm not sure how that's actually done. Do I cast the delayed fireball or not yet?
Oh, no. So the way the delayed fireball works is that you cast it and you hold it. And the longer that you hold it, the more damage it does.
Okay, I wasn't...
If something touches the... Because the ball is basically a tiny little ball. So if something touches it, it goes off. If you lose concentration, it goes off. Or you can set it off prematurely if you want to. But yeah, the longer that it's held there for every turn, the more damage it does.
I know that. I wasn't sure if I have to cast it already or if I cast it when I want to throw it.
No, you just point to where you want it to be, and then it kind of just sits there until you decide to make it blow up.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then...
Yeah, so...
Okay, yeah, so it's sitting there chilling. Alright, who's next? Niven?
Is it my actual attack this time?
Yes, please.
Okay, so now I do another orb. Let's see if I can get more than last time. And I did not.
Roll that with advantage, because we're all sneak attacking right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the first one I didn't do with advantage, so okay.
Yeah.
Scary end.
What the hell did I just do? What
Yeah, it's what it's named. That's its name.
1 second. For some reason, I have 2 chromatic orb spells now. I don't know what I did.
You cast it once and you cast it a second time, right?
No, it copied my spell.
Oh wow, the duality of man.
You know what? Normally critical hits don't affect spells, but I'm gonna allow it. Max hit damage.
All right, let's see where.
Critical. Wow.
Critical max, and then.
I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't affect that because it's an attack roll, right?
Yeah, but spells
the
don't
fire
benefit from
damage.
critical hits. I don't know why. I count it though.
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Isn't that the whole point of the dice?
Oh my god. Say something for the rest of us, Niven. Jesus. Alright, and then roll your attack again, normally.
Okay. And this one I have to roll the hit again? Or just...
It's a regular hit,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to roll to adjust the damage, right?
Yeah, just the damage, sorry.
Oh, whoops, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Damage, here it comes.
Yeah, you do max damage and then regular damage.
I think this is, regular, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so the ant is just like, ooh, was not expecting it.
All right.
Okay.
Do you want to do it, or should I do it?
Up to you. Go for it.
All right. Shoot.
Gonna go first. I'm not stopping you.
That's an 18.
That hits. Yep. 18 is the magic number.
Pew! All right, yeah, and followed by something that I forgot adding so far. What is it? Glimmering Crescent Moon. When you hit a range attack roll, the target takes an extra 1d6 radiant.
Okay.
It's easy to forget that one. It's 4 extra radiant damage. I think that kills it, right?
No.
Yes. Oh no, wait! It has literally 1 hit point left.
All right. Second shot.
Mm-hmm. All right, that hits.
Okay,
right.
no challenge. It's 1 HP. I don't need to roll this.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, with a fiery explosive shot, the creature just explodes into arms and legs. You take it down before it can react, and the cave goes silent. You are lucky that you managed to kill it so quickly.
We're just built different.
Yeah.
It was gonna call in support literally in 1 turn, but you guys just ran up on it, put the boots to it, medium style, and that's the end of that chapter.
More grilled bugs. Let's go.
So as you blow apart this ant, a very, very, very cold chill runs through all of your bodies, and a voice kind of just booms through the cavern itself, and it says, "Fools! You think yourselves hunters? You think yourselves survivors?"
I like to think about that, yeah.
Survivors? No, we are no survivors. We are helping survivors. We are rescuers.
We're the rescuers down under.
Shut up.
I mean,
technically, I was gonna say. I thought you were gonna say we're the Rescue Rangers or something like. Okay.
We're the Paw Patrol.
Wait, Rescue Rangers. Where does this come from? That name
Rivendell.
does ring a bell. What?
Rivendell's Rescue Rangers, the cartoon.
Yeah, cartoon, old school. Chippendale, Rescue Rangers.
King, old people.
Mm-hmm.
You damn whippersnappers! You don't know nothing about nothing.
Reminds me, Mitri, do you know the Rescuers?
No.
You should.
Oh, we should watch that movie. That movie's fantastic.
It was the movie with the little girl and the crocodiles. Yes, I do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I watched the one in Australia about twice a week when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I do know those.
Okay. So when you answer back to the darkness, it says, "Well, in that case, rescue away." And the ground just begins, or the ceiling begins to crumble all the way around you. I need all of you to make a very crucial, life-saving athletics check to avoid the collapse.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to detonate the
Nat
fireball
20.
and
Do
turn
Nat 20.
and turn the ceiling into glass. Wait, how hot does something to be to turn sand into glass?
Not particularly hot, but it has to be sustained for a long period of time. However, I will say, with the delayed blast fireball being like that, I'll allow it. So, as the roof begins to collapse around you, you're just like, yeah, nah, anyway, skadoosh, and just create a Crassus detonator-size sphere of glass that prevents the cavern from immediately collapsing on you. So everybody rolling with advantage. Everybody rolling at athletics rolls with advantage.
I mean,
we're all
looking at the athletics.
Yeah, good, that worked out. So, the only one who didn't roll was...
Look, man, it was cool. Leave me alone.
Another Nat 20.
Yeah, no, exactly. Everyone managed to just completely get out of the way. So, as you escape this death trap, the voice goes, "No!" and just peters out. And that's where we're going to end it for today. You have foiled a goddamn spellcaster's very simple dirt trap.
Yeah.
Weeks working on that. You just defeated it like it was nothing.
You have to. We have to feed it. We have to feed it the oldest prank in the book.
Yep.
John.
The bucket on the bucket on the door. We have defeated it.
And because of your quick thinking, Cyrene, award yourself inspiration that'll carry us over into the next game. And you prevented the villagers from being separated from you all.
Good thinking, yeah. Actually,
you
that's
have thoroughly cucked this nameless voice in the darkness.
Yeah.
He's
in the darkness.
You hear,
the darkness.
I've never been cucked this hard in my life. Never in my life.
Take that. Voice in the darkness.
Right, so that's what we're gonna call it for today. I'm Violet. These have been my friends. I'm gonna be back next Saturday or this coming Saturday for the Chaos Team D&D. I'm probably gonna jump right from here into a Monster Hunter stream because Team McMimi got Monster Hunter Wilds, so we're gonna power level through that.
Wait a second, is it daylight savings?
Yeah, we lost an hour, and I'm still looking for it. I don't know where the fuck it's at.
Fuck me! I didn't even realize that.
Starting, Violet?
Yeah, she just got it right now. So like, if I've been playing for like maybe like an hour or so. But yeah, so that's it for today. Go away now.
Okay.
Go away now.